Thank you so much for joining us today. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. So you just came back from a little trip. Yeah?
Yeah, I just got back a couple weeks ago from Stuttgart, Germany. I was a member of the U.S. National Culinary Olympic team. I guess I can say I'm a former member now. It's probably come to a conclusion now after a number of years. We competed in the International Culinary Olympics held by the German Chef Association. And so every 4 years, 2024, this was our year. So.
How was your experience?
Amazing, intense, it's a little surreal, and it was everything I expected to be and a lot more all at the same time. It's kind of hard. I'm still kind of coming to terms with it. I've been competing for so long, and then to be able to be on the team was like kind of an incredible experience, and then have it go all the way through and finish it off, and it was something special for sure.
How the run up to that is years in the making, right? Every 4 years, like the team becomes new, and so for the past 4 years, you've been preparing for this. What is that like, balancing that with the demands of a club?
We talk about work-life balance is a big thing, especially nowadays, and I don't know, it's never even, right? Kind of like, for me, it's kind of like marriage. Like, it's 50-50, you hope at the end of it, it's not that way every single day. I will say the commitment that I had, the time and the sacrifice was much more than I expected. And worth every minute of it, and hopefully everyone involved in it. My club gave a lot because they had to accept the fact that I was gone. We practiced 4 days a week every month. But there was the 3 days leading up to that where you're getting ready to go, and then you come back and it takes you 3 days to unpack, and you're dealing with that. And I figure we probably spent, if you include every minute you were thinking about the team in the car or whatever, it was probably a good 10 hours a week. And for me, I was on the 2020 team for a brief time, a year, to get them through the World Cup. And then I joined this team, so I probably got a good 4.5 years it's been in this, but I've been competing for 20 years. So balance, I don't know if you ever really achieve it. You kind of find your peace with it and get through it. I will say that as great as it was, it's a little bittersweet that it's over. It's kind of nice having a little bit of my life back and see some stuff and focus on one or two things for a while. So it's special. Do
you think you'll still compete?
I don't know. It's hard for me to not think about that, because I've loved it, and it's done so much for me, and it's been a lot of fun and great friends. But I don't know how to top it. What's left? I got to walk in the Parade of Nations and wave our flag, and to compete and to be a part of that. I kind of did the math. I think we've been sending people since like the 60s, and there's 6 people each time. That's it, every 4 years. So we're talking of a number, not counting people that have done it twice like myself, there's maybe 100 people in the country got to do it. So when we think about it that way, it's like incredibly humbling, but what could possibly top that for us? So it's hard. There's people that come back and do it multiple times. That's not in my cards. So I'll find a different way to contribute, but I don't think I'm going to be competing anymore. You never know.
Never say never.
If you ask my wife, it's probably no. but who knows? I've loved doing it every step of the way, though.
Tell us a little bit about your club. You're at Frenchman's Creek, right?
Yep, Frenchman's Creek. I had been in my last club for 5 years, and it was great, and I loved it, and great people, and I was really happy there. But the timing fell together. My general manager, the COO, who I went to work there for, he announced his retirement. And conversely, at the same time, I got a phone call that was like super intriguing about the project they have. So, I like a challenge. I think I remember watching a video on YouTube with such one chef, I can't remember who it was, but he said something like, I got to believe my best work is still in front of me. Otherwise, why do you get up every day and go to the kitchen? And that really spoke to me. And I was like, I've always thought that way. And I'm hoping I'm trying to get better. And the opportunity to open this clubhouse, the club had been really great for so long, and it fell a little bit, and it needed a lot of turnaround. And they're building this $100 million, 150,000 square foot clubhouse, 5 new restaurants. So I end up with close to 11 different revenue centers when we're finished. And so it was another big challenge for me, and I like that. It's exciting. So I was very excited to take the opportunity, and I'm really looking forward to the future there.
So when does this all open?
We're under construction right now. We're scheduled to open June of 25, and right now we're still on schedule. Hopefully, knock on wood, that we could use another year with no hurricanes, keep the construction on track. We have a number of operations still open, so I still have 3 restaurants open right now. We have a beach club about 4 miles away over on Juno Beach on the Atlantic coast. I have a pool cafe, which is a full-service restaurant. We have what we call the Pavilion, so it's kind of like our 3-meal restaurant for hotel guys. That's our bigger one, but that's a temporary facility, so we're actually in a tent. Our kitchen is made up of about 5 or 6 shipping containers that have been built together, and we have combi ovens and the whole thing. We have a little pastry shop in there, but it's pretty unique. Our walk-ins are all like outside in different shipping containers. It's all built like hurricane specs. Definitely a unique experience, but so that's what we're doing now. And then I got the new clubhouse coming on where we design new kitchens and a butcher shop and a chocolate shop and separate garde-manger kitchen and banquet kitchen. So we're waiting for that to come together. There's about 8 kitchens opening up there.
Wow. How involved were you with the process of designing those kitchens?
Most of it was done prior to me getting there. I've been involved a lot in the equipment review. I've moved some things around. They did a really good job of it prior to me getting there, so that's helpful. And then I swapped out a couple pieces of equipment that I like or don't like. And we moved a couple doors kind of thing. We'll be starting to do like the shopping for all the extras, which is pretty exciting and fun at the same time. So it's an ongoing project. We've started working on manpower planning and what kind of staffing we need and concepting the restaurants, and we'll be picking out china and with all the smallwares and stuff. So I've never got to do something from this far in scratch. I've done a renovation in a hotel in my early days. So that was one of the real exciting things, to kind of build a kitchen from the beginning. Or close to the beginning, so I'm hoping this is it. Like I said, it's a big project. My wife, after my first couple weeks there, it was a lot. There's been a lot more that I thought I was going to end up doing in the beginning. My wife's like, this would probably be your biggest challenge, but it could be your greatest accomplishment. So I'm hoping this might be my legacy in the club world, and hopefully I can build a really good program, and start some new initiatives there.
That's very cool. How big will your team be, do you think?
I think all in, we're probably going to have a good close to 10 sous chefs and chef de cuisines. We're seasonal, so during the winter, we're obviously our busiest time. We'll probably be close to 100 associates all in, and then summertime we'll drop down. We do some HTB programs and things like that to get us through. It'll be my biggest operation. I've run a really big hotel, Army Navy Country Club, where I was one of the biggest in the country. I had close to 100 associates as well there. This one will have more outlets and venues, so it's a little bit different.
That's so exciting.
Yeah, it is. It's very exciting.
Keep us posted.
No, I will.